Hi guys, I think I'm live on everything. We'll see if anybody turns up. But I'm doing something. Mr. Postman. Whoa, 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 Mr. Postman. And this is extra special because it's Happy Mail. And I know how I can tell it's Happy Mail because we've got little pictures all over it. Isn't that just so cute? And then she's used the smile of the Amazon on here with a little, isn't it so cute? It came through the post. My daughter, the postman knocked, and my daughter said, answered the door, and she saw it. And the first thing she did was start to laugh and went, "Oh, that's so cute! Mum, you've got Happy Mail." So I couldn't wait any. I know I've got something else coming today, but I couldn't wait any longer to open this package. So I thought, oh well, I'll just open it, and then I can always do another live later. So you may see me on again later this afternoon. I'm busy later tonight, so I won't be doing anything after about 6 o'clock. Let's see what's it. Oh, let's have a look here. Oh, that looks interesting. Right, we have, let's see this first. We have this. Now this sheet, look at my wish list to see if there's anything I liked, but decided there wasn't anything on there that she thought was particularly interesting. So she got me this. So this is a sphere with LED lights. So the LED lights, doesn't look like there's any light bulbs in there, but that's supposed to be the lights. So those little yellow bits must be the lights there. Let's have a look, we'll plug it in and see. So it's on a USB cable. So you plug it into a USB, so we'll try plugging it into this one. There we go. And then, yay! So those yellow bits of the light, that's quite bright, isn't it? You can see those. It's quite a bright one. So once you put your sphere on the top, oh, that sphere looks a little bit better than the last one. So once you put the sphere on the top, that'll look quite nice. So it'll sit in there quite nicely. Oh, I like that. So we'll put something in there. Turn that off because it's really bright. So we'll put something in there and then that will light up lovely. So I've got to think of something nice to put in that sphere. And then we can, and hopefully this sphere will work a lot better than the last one did. So we'll see. We'll experiment. We're not doing any experiments today because I haven't got the room, the time, or really the inclination. Because I want to do some stuff online and I haven't got the time today. I was supposed to be having a Lisa maintenance day today, but I just can't face it, and the lady who I normally see, she's not doing so good today, so we just cancelled. So we then got some nice little packages here. So should we see what she's wrapped them up in tissue paper? So should we see? Oh, I've got this 10. Oh, it's another keychain. She does some beautiful keychains. So we've got a little bag. We have a little cube, another cube, and another cube. And we have these little spheres that she puts little flowers on the top. And then there's another sphere here that is filled with little stars. And then one that she's a little rectangle that she's done with a little, oh, sorry, I'm too low down. There, so then the sphere here, 2 spheres. And then she's put it on a heart-shaped lobster clip. Oh dear, the camera's all over the place. So they're lovely, I love them. And then there's a lovely little package here. Let's see what this one is. Oh, and then she's done me a magnet, and that's gorgeous with the dragonfly on and the little flowers. Looks like the dragonfly. I don't know whether the dragonfly is made of resin or whether it's made of glass. I think it's resin. I wonder whether she's made that herself. Annie, have you made that yourself? That's beautiful. I love that dragonfly mould. And the little flowers. I think the little flowers, I don't think you've done the little flowers. But you've put a little dot in the middle of them. Have you? Let me know what you've made on there. That's gorgeous. I love that. I love this dragonfly. So if you've made that, let me know where you've got that mould, because that's gorgeous. I love that. Oh, so thank you very much, Annie, from Rosy Posy Crafts, for these little dingles and my sphere. That's great. We're going to have lots of fun with that. I've just actually dried some flowers, some gladioli, and what I did this time, rather than press them as a whole flower, I opened them up and laid them flat, hoping I get a better. And because the petals are so big, I could use some of the petals and arrange them where I wanted to, in the coasters or in the spheres, whatever I decide to do it with. My coffee. Oh, my coaster stuck to it. So that should be. What was I saying? What was I saying? Oh, the gladioli. Pressing the gladioli. So I should hopefully be able to put those in. In fact, let's have a look, see if they're anywhere near ready. Because if they're not, we need to tighten the thing anyway. So let's have a look here. Got flower press here that I bought when I was about 12, 13, something like that. Because flowers have always been a love of mine. I joined. I did my work experience, because we used to do proper work experience in when I went to school. We had to source our own place. We had to ask them whether they would be willing to let us work there for a week, and then they used to have to write a little report. And so I decided past this florist one day, and I said, I think I would quite like working in there, because as I say, I already knew a lot of the flowers, the names of the flowers, quite familiar with flowers. And so I went in, asked, and yeah, he was a lovely man. Could be quite frightening at times, being a boss, and we never called him by his first name. He was always Mr. Richards. So I'm running out of storage space apparently. Right, let's have a look here. So yes, so Mr. Richards. So I asked him there, and he said yes. And then I never looked back after that. He asked me to come back and do 2 weeks during my Easter holidays. So I did that, and then he offered me a job on a Saturday. So I gave up the job that paid a fortune. I got a lot of money from Four Boys. I used to work for Four Boys, which is now McCall's. Yeah, they're ready. So what I did, I run out. So I used to work with Four Boys, and I gave up that, and I used to get like about I think I got £7, something like that, for 4 hours work. And then I left that to work in a florist, and the florist I worked there for 8 hours every Saturday, from 8:30 in the morning till 5:30 at night, with half an hour off my lunch. and I got £7 for the day. So I took a big wage cut. So flowers have been always a love of mine. Don't know why I was telling you that. So anyway, I've dried these. They have lost some of the pigment in colour. So there's the red gladioli. And they should peel off there. If you gently peel them off there. But this time I ran out of blotting paper. So this time I just used kitchen roll. But if you're using kitchen roll, you have to replace it after every use. That's the centrepiece of the gladioli. You can see that. Oh, dropped it. There. So that's where the stamens were. And then this has come off, and it's obviously paper thin, so you have to be so careful if you want to keep it together. Unfortunately, some of the pattern of the blotting paper's come on the back, but the front is really pretty, so we can use that. And what I might do is the brown bit, just cover it in a bit of red mica powder, put some more colour into it. And there's the other side. You can see it looks a little bit mouldy, but it's actually not. It's actually the kitchen roll. So that's lovely. And then I've got a single petal here of the purple. And then I did a full purple. I did another single. I don't know why some keeps the pigment and others doesn't. You lose a lot of the pigment at the front of the flower, and you can manage to keep the pigment at the edges. So I don't know why, but it happens on lots of flowers. There's very few I've seen where the whole thing. Lift a little bit. There's some of that I can cut and use. And then there's another bit here with a bit of colour on, which is a small piece. So keep all of the little bits because they can come in handy to fill gaps. Add a little bit of colour here and there. And then you've got your centre stamen again, which we'll keep. So, and then we had another layer, and this was a pale pink. Now this is quite pretty. This has kept the colour in the veins. Can you see that? So it's kept like a fan of colour in the veins, and then a little bit of colour. So again, I think I'll put some micro powder on those. So I'm disappointed they've lost as much colour as they have. But that's what happens when you dry or use, that the pigment can come out. So all that tissue paper wants throwing out. And I'll put those somewhere. What I might do is just put them back in here. No, I won't. Yes, I will. I'll just lay them back on there and not fasten this as tight. Just tight enough to keep them all in there, but not tight enough to stick them together. So they will be used in the spheres and possibly some coasters. I may not put them in the coasters because I've lost a lot of pigment. So I may not put them in the coasters. But I will use them in my resin work. Put it that way. Usually I do flowers in coasters, spheres, jewellery. I did a lovely one in a heart, and it came out. Oh, it was beautiful, and it kept its colour. That one, it was a cerise pink, and it kept most of its colour. So it was a beautiful, like, fuchsia pink, really bright, and it came out lovely in the heart. I don't know whether I've ever shown that one, and I don't know where I put it. So, just to recap, don't forget that I hit my 52 subscribers. So if you watch the live before this one, it's also called Mr. Postman, but it is got 52 subscribers hit. If you mention the word mandala or anything to do with put me in the draw or mention a mandala in your comments, you'll be entered as long as you're a subscriber to the channel and you've subscribed before Wednesday. Then on Monday next week, I will put everybody in a draw who mentioned mandala in the comments, and there's a choice of diamond paintings and or something of my resin. I'm quite willing to make something for you if that's what you would like, something in your particular colour. I've got sheep, there's an elephant, there's a couple of different elephants, there's my teddy bears, with jewellery if you're into the jewellery, or the diamond painting. It's entirely up to you which you prefer. And there is 3 diamond paintings available. One's a mandala, one's an angel or a cherub, and the other was a lady with a dragon. There's 1 round and 2 square. I think the round is the dragon, if I remember correctly. But it's entirely up to you which one you want. And so yes, that'll close on Monday next week. So what's the date Monday next week? You have a look for me. It's just my secretary's just checking it out for me. I've just realised I've got a little card here from. It's going to be the 23rd. So on the 23rd, I will be closing the draw. Oh, this is lovely. I've just seen cards come with the Happy Mail that I got sent with the sphere with the lights. I don't know whether anybody saw. If you're on now, who saw it? Annie sent me this, and it's a base, and it has 1, 2, 3, 6 lights in it. And then there's a sphere, so you make your sphere in your resin and you sit it on there and it lights up, and it's a really powerful light. So that's lovely. I'm going to be looking forward to doing that. So thanks again, Annie. Oh, she's got a stamp at the back. Where do you get these stamps? I want one of them stamps. Handmade with love by Rosie Posey Crafts. Annie, I always like your pieces. They're gorgeous. And that card is just stunning. I love it. All those bright flowers on there. You would think, you could look and think it's too much, but it's not. It's perfect. That is beautiful. And the little pearls inside. One pearl's come off. I'll have to stick it back on. I stick it back on. I get my glue here. Don't want to lose it, you see, because it's precious. Come on, glue, don't fail me now. And it's failed me. Typical. Typical. See, you've got pointer tool in here somewhere. Come on, my faithful tool. Where is the... My daughter thinks I'm mad. I'll use my tweezers. There we go. She just said she doesn't think she knows. She's here decorating my kitchen because she's a star. Hey, and she's having her lunch at the moment. Noodles. There we go. That's stuck back in there, so don't lose it. Because that's very, very, very pretty. I like that. That's going to go on my dressing table for a while, and then it will go in the box with all my other cards that I received from people. So that will be lovely. Right, I think that's everything I was going to tell you today. Hello, Mandy, my lovely lady. How are you? Have you seen this card that Annie sent me? Isn't it gorgeous? She does well with her cards, doesn't she? And the sphere she got me, and the little danglies. She does some lovely stuff, doesn't she? And this is beautiful. I want that dragonfly. There, Annie, I want your dragonfly, Annie. Where did you get this dragonfly from? It's beautiful. And I love the sphere. It's so bright. It works lovely, and it's so bright, the lights. I think that look lovely with the resin dome on. So thank you so much for that. You didn't have to, you know. But thank you. It's really, really appreciated. So as I figure, don't forget the draw. I'm going to do it on the 26th, 23rd. She just told me the date and I forgot it already. The 23rd. So what's everybody up to? I think I'm just going to do some diamond painting today. I'm doing a wolf. I'm doing a round drill wolf from the Easy Win. So far it's doing not too bad. The only thing is it has a symbol number 1 and the actual number on the bag is something completely different. It's number 30. So I have to keep telling myself number 1 is not number 1, it's 30, which is really difficult sometimes. Hi, Maya. How are you? How are you doing, my chick? Are you and Dean all right? I hope so. Thinking of you all the time, you know. So yes, I'm going to do that. It's a 30 by 40 and it's got 35 colours. And so far, it's not too bad. There's quite a bit of multi-placing, but at the same time, it's quite confetti-ish. So there's like lots of colours in one area, but there's like a line where you can multi-place. Then you have to put a few single places. But it's tomorrow night's, of course. Don't forget Annie's sale tomorrow night. Is it on your channel, Annie, or is it on Gertie's channel? So Rosie Posey's having a sale of her stuff, and it's absolutely gorgeous stuff. So please join her. Mandy's assisting her with prices and things like that. So that should be really good fun. Annie's a good laugh on the best of times. She's amazing. So, and then I put Mandy in the picture as well. We'll have a good night. So that's tomorrow night. Remind us of the times and everything, Annie, please. It's on Rosie Posey Crafts. So if you put in Rosie Posey Crafts, it'll come up. And Annie's on there. And then she'll use StreamYard and Mandy will join her. Hi, Dee. You all right, my love? Thanks for joining my live, guys. It's nice to have somebody to talk to. I'm just, I mean on here. I've just been trying this. Is anybody into dark chocolate? Well, it's dark and milk. It's Aero dark and milk chocolate. It's gorgeous. It's very bad, but I've been treating myself. Felt like I needed to treat myself, so I have. It's 7:30. So it's 7:30 on Rosy Posy Crafts, and we're going to have a fun night. You don't do dark chocolate? Oh, but it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. And it's got a mixture of milk in, and it's look at all those bubbles. They're gorgeous. I love dark chocolate, Mandy. I'm terrible. You haven't had chocolate for ages, Mia. Why is that? You should try it, Dee. It's gorgeous. Ian, hi. How are you doing, darling? Have you been doing any more kayaking down the river? Ian lives in Canada. It is Canada, isn't it, Ian? He was the gentleman I sent the picture of the stag's head to, stag's horns, when we were on holiday. Marmite is better than chocolate. Oh my word, Mia! There is no comparison. Oh, that sounds, oh. Just the idea makes me feel a bit sick. What are you like with Marmite, Mia? I don't know. Mandy, are you doing a live tomorrow, hon? If so, what time? Are you planning on it? Because I'll work around you, because I think I might be doing, well, I'm going to be doing some resin and some clay work tomorrow. So I was thinking of doing a little bit of a live once, especially with my resin, once I've got it all mixed, to show you the things I'm doing. But I don't want to step on your toes. So if you're doing a live, can you let me know and I'll work around you? I must admit, I do prefer savoury to sweet, Mia. I do prefer savoury to sweet, but this chocolate's gorgeous. I just don't buy it because of the way I just eat it. Mind it's taken me a few days to get through this bar. Will only be on Dee's if she does one, then Annie's. Right, so Annie's on at 7:30. Dee, are you doing a live? This will probably be in the afternoon, about the same time as today, if I can do it. We've been out in the river a couple of times recently, lots of rain, so the water will be up. Right, gets faster when it's deeper, doesn't it? Okay, we'll go live when you want to, girlfriend. Come on, peeps, give me an idea of what time you're going to go live. Because I don't want to do it the same time as you, because then everybody's conflicted about who they want to watch. And I feel awful because I'd rather watch you than do it myself. Ian, put a life jacket on, please. I know they're too cocksure of themselves, aren't they? And they think, nothing's going to happen to me. I've been on this water and I can swim. But you never know, especially if the water's up and it's fast. You need a life jacket on, Ian. I know they're cumbersome and everything. It's like riding on the motorbike. You know, you don't really want to put all your gear on, especially in this hot weather, because you get so hot, the stuff sticks to you, and it's difficult to get your jacket on and off because it's like clammy, hot inside, and so you don't want to wear it because it's so cumbersome, and you've got your back boarding and your elbow and shoulder supports, and then you've got your knee guards in your trousers, and it's a thick, heavy Kevlar outfit. And you don't want to wear it because, as I say, it gets hot, it gets clammy, it's sticky. I mean, you love it in the rain and if it's cold because it keeps you warm and dry. But on a hot summer's day, all you want to do is put your jeans on. If it's really, really hot, your shorts and a t-shirt. But it's so dangerous because apparently one of the main please put it, Ian, please wear one or I'm going to come over and sort you out. If I was you, Ian, I would wear one because the idea of Mandy coming to sort you out is quite scary. I can imagine she can be quite ruthless if she wants to be. So please put on a life jacket or the river is not the thing that's going to kill you. So, yes, so you don't want to put these things on because they're heavy, they're cumbersome, but at the end of the day, they could save your life. Apparently with bikes, a lot of the deaths are actually due to scrapes with the gravel rash, because the gravel gets stuck into the wound, and if it's not cleaned out properly, it can cause septicemia. So it's not necessarily broken bones and things like that kill you. It's that door just opened by itself, and I was scared then for a second, thinking, who's coming in? It's the cat. So if you saw the door open behind me, it looked like it was opening by it's the cat. So please. And Mandy says she can be very ruthless. So Ian says he'll wear it. He only takes it off when you video. No, what you want to do is only put it on when you video if you want to please Mandy, but please wear it all the time. Ian. You've got to think of your little boy, Ian. If anything happens. So you've got to remember, if anything happens, there's that little boy that needs looking after. So put your life jacket on for him, if nobody else. Otherwise, well, on these videos, he doesn't have it on. Right, put my flowers back on there. Oh, I've got my latest. You're right, especially when I'm alone. Exactly, Ian, exactly. I'm pleased you've acknowledged that us women are right. I mean, usually we are, so get used to it and just give in. So I did another half of the chest set the other day and I haven't shown it yet. So I'll do that now, but my daughter moved it and it's... Not me. No, not that daughter, the other daughter. She doesn't really like what I mean, so she's not the most careful with it. So I'm going to have words with her. Oh. Can you hear my daughter in the background singing? Somebody's in trouble. Right, I made this yesterday, tried it out. It's a poppy. And I'm actually quite pleased with it. I think I make it into a brooch because it's quite big. Some people like these chunky brooches. Or it could be thickened and made into a coaster. I might even put it in to one of my resin coasters. So I made that. Excuse me, sniffing. And then this is my other chess pieces. And I don't know whether you can see. The other ones were straight purple. Hey, Lorna! The other ones were a straight purple. This one's slightly marbled. Obviously, I don't think it would work from on the same chessboard. But it's just using up the same colours that I had. The full ones didn't work at all with the resin. It just broke it. It just broke in half when I was trying to take them out the mould. The Queen. I'll show you the castle. Then there's the bishop and the little pawns. So on some of them you can see the marble effect quite well, but the light's not wonderful because it's coming in the window quite bright in here. So they're my chess pieces. So I'm quite pleased with them. One of them broke, so that needs replacing or just gluing. Hey? Yeah, coming to you. Yeah, I'm showing them on the camera, like that. You can see them, can't you? They're great leaves. So I like them. And then I made these little flowers. Some of them are wonky. But the idea is that I'm going to make the chessboard and every other piece put in a flower from a... So I'm trying to perfect them. I'm not very good at making them into the actual petals. They tend to get misshapen when I do it, unfortunately. But some of them are all right, so I'm going to have to make a lot of them and then pick the best ones to go inside the chess set. So that one's pretty good. And then what I might do is where the centre is, it's white, but put in a little gem in the centre, then stick it into the chessboard. Trouble is, it's quite thin. The mould for the board is quite thin, so I don't know whether it would fit. Oh, I think it will. I think it will. Because that's the actual board. And I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know what it's actually going to work out like. And that came with the mould for these chess pieces, which have got the flat back. And the idea is that you make two and stick them together. But I haven't done that as yet. I was just going to leave them as half pieces because they do stand. So I was just going to leave them like that in the clay. But in the resin, I've got a set where they're full moulds. So they're proper like chunky moulds like this. And you've got your whole piece. So they're going to be the ones I use with the resin because the clay doesn't work in those at all. So the clay works better in the half mould, and that's the one I'll be using. For that. I then just did some little veneers, and then I thought I shouldn't really have baked them, but they've come out like little strips and they feel like leather. So I think they'll sew onto or stick to fabric. Can't really see the colour pattern. And then I've done these small ones which you can cut bits off. You can, if you don't like the plain bit, because on either side's different. So if you don't like the plain bit round the edge here, you can cut that off and just use the pattern sections. We've got one long one here. So you can see it's very bendable. And and I think it would look nice sewn on something. And then I've got these little tiny flowers. They've turned out better than the bigger ones. And then just cut out some. There's a triangle there with that you make a pendant. It's got a hole in for a pendant. I haven't done another one, so it can't be an earring. And then I like these misshapen bits. I think they make lovely bracelets, because you can see the pattern right the way through the clay, and I think it looks like it's just been cut out of stone. And once you put a shine on them, they look almost like gemified. So that's what I've been playing with. Nothing special. I don't know whether I like the poppy or not. I think it's a bit big, to be honest with you. I should have maybe made it smaller. Added it, put it and wrapped it round, and then reduced it into a smaller flower. So let me know what you think. With the poppy particularly. There's the door opening again. It's the cat. It's nothing nasty, it's just the cat. Okay. So let me know what you think of those things. If there's anything you think is good, anything you think I should put in the bin, let me know. How are you doing, Lorna? I did see you come in, but I was busy yattering, waffling. So how are you, Lorna, my love? My waffling's got rid of 2 people, so that's not very good. I should stop waffling, maybe. You like the poppy, dear? Oh, thank you. It's very thin, so I don't know whether to put another base on the back or what. I mean, some people I think would just wear it on in November. It's not something that I do, but a lot of people like the poppies, don't they? For November. Poppy is your favourite. Oh, thank you. So I think I'll put a brooch pin on the back. I don't know whether I'll put another layer of clay on to make it just a bit sturdier. Put a brooch pin on. I have to get some. And then it can be sold as a brooch or given away. I tend to give my stuff away rather than sell it, to be honest with you. So yeah, so I think that's it, guys. That's I've been live for about nearly 45 minutes now, so I'll leave it at that because I can bore people. I'm a bit of a waffler. And I hope you like all the stuff that you've seen today. Thank you so much, Annie, for my happy mail. I really, really appreciate it. You didn't have to do it. You know, what I do for you is because I love you, and you need a little bit of help sometimes, which is fine. We all do, and I have the availability of the stuff that you need, so I might as well give it to you. So don't worry about that, and don't feel you have to give me anything back at all, because I really, really appreciate what you do for us, especially your lives and the fun times that we have on a Monday night. Sometimes when I get really down, it's great to listen to you. So bye, Lorna. Thank you for stepping by. Oh, can you send me some brooch pins, Annie? Oh, I would really appreciate that if you could do that, because I don't even know where to buy them. So anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you. If you haven't subscribed, which all of you have to at the moment I'm talking to have, I really appreciate that. Don't forget to mention Mandala in the comments of the last live that I did called Mr. Postman and 52 subscribers, to be entered into the draw for either a diamond painting or something made of resin, whatever you fancy. I've got a choice of 3 paintings. to have 2 square, 1 round, and it's up to you whichever one that you have. So please remember to do that. Oh, fabulous. Thank you, Annie. I'd appreciate that. So don't forget to do that, but you have to be a sub, and you have to have subbed before Wednesday, like tomorrow, to be entered. And that's it. So I'm going to say ta-ra to you all. Love you and leave you. Please remember to pass on a smile if you get the opportunity to. And I'll see you next time, probably tomorrow. Bye, guys.